But okay, that's okay. We're here. I was gonna do a video on how I went blind, but I didn't want to. Oh God, knock that over. Yeah. Let's see here, cause we are twisted together. My clothes they get up twisted, and my phone it don't stay up. Cause my shit is in great equipment. Okay. But we make it work. Cause we are dedicated. Oh. Dedicated to the video. You're welcome for that. Hello, welcome. I'm Melissa. I'm getting chat pulled up on my iPad. I'm getting my magnifier so I can see you guys. I can see myself too, because sometimes, like, when I set it up, I'm not in frame, and I'm like, where am I? See if we're at least, like, kind of in the frame. Most of the time, I'm not centered. That's okay. That's the life of a blind girl, baby. Is that more centered? So I got chat, I got me, I got you, I got ring light. We're doing great. No microphone because, again, until I get a better setup. Okay, I thought it was tripping at first. The children in the hallway are like, eep, eep, eep. I don't know if you can hear that. That's weird. But hey, I'm Melissa. Oh, I just turned it off. Okay, we're turning it back on. Welcome in, guys, if you're in here. I like to do lives because I haven't really had time to edit, and I almost feel like weird posting a video that's not edited if it's not a live. I don't know. It's just a me issue, I guess. But I've been doing lives because it's so much easier for me. And where I work, I'm like, I don't really make time right now. I have the time, I just don't make it to commit to this yet. So I'm like hoping once I start getting more subscribers, making a bigger community, and then I might be able to, like, work less hours, take more time for myself. And I love my job, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of my body. So your girl's trying to figure out what she's gonna do. Hey, welcome in. How are you? Let's see. Coldplay's. I like that name. What's up? Welcome in. So I'm gonna get into the story right meow. So my friend, I can't remember how old she was turning. I feel like it was like 12th or 13th birthday party, potentially. I know we were like in middle school. So my friend was my neighbor, and I was also friends with like her older sister. We all hung out together. Let's see. Hi. Hi, guys. Ezekiel, what's up? Hey, Mary, what's up? I don't. I don't remember you, Mary. I'm so sorry. The TMR. Hello. What's up, guys? Welcome in. What's up? I am telling my story about the time that I fell off of a bounce house. So, again, we're in middle school. Her sister's older, and her younger sister also like hung around us, but we were kind of in that phase where we're like, ooh, like you're so lame, and probably mean to her. Younger sister vibes for sure. They were my neighbors, so like we almost became just like all family. But like we were still nice to her, you know, she was still hanging out with us. It was just me, my friend, whose birthday party was, um, her older sister and her friend, and then the younger sister. That was all that was in the bounce house, around the bounce house, um, eating cake next to the bounce house. It was just us. And so, also, that's my boyfriend in the other room. He's having too much fun on Discord tonight. Um, you okay? Yeah, girl. I'm sorry. Um, were you in here before? I'm trying to think. Because I can't see your profile. I don't think you have a profile picture. It always helps me to like give me something. Give me something to work with. Um, so we are all, you know, hanging out in her backyard, and her little sister decides to unplug the bounce house. And she does it multiple times. Like she'll unplug it and then it starts like concaving in on itself, right? So like there's four of us in the bounce house and we're like, oh my god, like what are you doing? And so she like plugs it back in. She's like, hee hee hee, this is so funny. So she unplugs it, doing like little sister things. Or I was the little sister, um, with my big sister. So like, you know, it was just normal like little sister behavior that you got on their ever loving nerves and they're like, my god, leave me alone. So it was just little sister things. So at a certain point, there's like these beams that blow up, you know, and go to the top. So there's like three beams and then the net, you know. So like the beams kind of inflate or deflate. And so when they're deflating, I grab onto one. I wrap myself around the middle one. I don't know why. I to this day I'm like, well that was a really stupid idea. Um she rude. Okay, so sorry. I actually just can't see, so I have to look down every so often. So we are we're in the bounce house. I'm wrapping myself around this the middle beam that's deflated, and so it starts inflating back up because she plugs it back in. So like here's the bounce house, the middle, you know, thing. So it's like slowly raising. I'm raising off the ground, and then all of a sudden it just goes pop, and I'm at the top of the bounce house. So when it goes pop, you know, I'm like up top, and I'm panicking, and I'm like deflate it, deflate it, and so as I'm like deflate it, the beam is just like getting bigger. It's inflating. It is doing its thing. Um, so then her older sister, my friend's older sister, is like, I'll catch you. I'll catch you. And mind you, they're like 6 foot tall. Both these sisters are really tall. So she's probably like pretty close to me. But when I fall, like I'm just slowly losing grip. And when I fall, hit her, we both go down. And then we're just both laying there like, ow. Thank you. Thank you, KU. I appreciate it. So we both go down. And then her little sister, after that, deflates it back. She unplugs it again. And we're laying there and we're like, oh my God. like, just, just like what just happened. We both survived, you know, but we're like, ow. Like, I remember I hurt my back or something. I think it was like my low back or hip. And then my friend is laughing so hard that she pees her pants. And when she pees her pants, because it's deflating, it starts coming towards us. So me and her older sister are like, well, God, like we're booking it out of there, but it's like deflating onto us and we're like trying to get out as fast as we can. So like we're in pain, but then we're like, absolutely not. So we dip out and we get out of the bounce house. I would say unscathed, but we were definitely, I was hurting for sure. And then a little bit later, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna walk home. I'm gonna walk home now. And it was a weird time. Hey, what's up? Jennifer Junior? Is that your name? Junior? What's up, Junior? How are you? So that was the time that I fell off of a bounce house, and that was, um, like I said, I think I was like 12 or 13. And I don't know, I would just never forget that panic that I had because I was like, well, this is how I die. Like, I could just picture it on the news, like, really stupid girl dies trying to hang on to the top of a bounce house. What? So that was a weird experience in my life. Like I said, I was gonna get on here and talk about like being blind or like some of my medical stuff because people want to hear about that. But I was like, I really don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about something really weird and funny that's happened to me, non related to my health. Like, have you guys ever done something stupid like that, especially at a birthday party? Um, you know what? Speaking of those same sisters, like a bunch of their birthday parties were like really odd. Like we had some wild birthday parties. Because her little sister at a certain point would go to a hotel, like when she turned 16, I think, and 17. She would go to a hotel and like she would invite one friend, and then me and my friend would go with them and just like, hang out at the hotel. But it always like just weird scenarios would happen. And I don't know if it was them or me or a combination of like all of us together. It would just like the universe would be like, here's some weird stuff to unfold. But we had a lot of fun. They lived in a trailer park, which I lived right outside of it in a double wide. So like she always was like, you don't live in the trailer park, bitch. So we we grew up like right next to each other, and then we would just like roam the trailer park sometimes. It was just a weird, fun childhood though. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. We would take frequent trips. Twips. Whoa. We would take frequent. Why can't I? Why can't I say frequent? We took frequent trips to Taco Bell. There we go. There we go. We Englished. Get you some of that. Yes. We took frequent trips to Taco Bell because it was very close, and sometimes we would drive their golf cart. Like so, basically, we were the menaces of this little Dixie Park area, and that's that's what we would do. And I remember when her sister got her license, she had one of those like little bugs, and we would take it and like go get ice cream because it was when McDonald's was open 24/7. I don't even does that even have does McDonald's still open 24/7, or is that just some of them or none of them? Um, we used to go get ice cream cones, and we would call them penis cones for some. Well, I think that was me because we would shape it. And yeah, it was. I don't know what my childhood was, to be honest. Like looking back, because I would be going to church on Sundays. Like a lot of times I would stay at their house. We would be doing the absolute most ridiculous things up until like 4 or 5 a.m. We would go to sleep. I would have to wake up and go to church the next day with my family. So that's what would happen frequently. And you look back and you're just like, what was that? But it was a fun time, like I said. Please tell me some of your all's weird childhood experiences. I think it's really fun to listen to if you had some similar experiences or if you were actually a good kid. Because that was always my thing. Like I had a lot of health problems, which I talk about a lot because it's a big part of my life. But in spite of that, I tried to have like a normal, I said normal. I don't know if it was normal. I tried to have fun. I guess that's what I'm going for. Because it wasn't a normal childhood by all means. Because sometimes I talk to other people and they're like, "You did what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. I guess that is weird." So, in spite of my health problems, I had friends who like still would hang out with me. I guess they would still accept me for the weirdo that I was. And literally, like, just a few years ago, people would be like, "I love your daughter's hair," to my friend, and because she's like 6'3", I'm 4'3", and she'd be like, "That's my friend." Like, there's 2 years difference in us or something, and now my boyfriend gets that a lot. People are just like, "Oh my god, are you siblings?" And we're like, "No, please stop," because he's 6'3", I'm 4'3", so I've always had just like weird encounters with people in general, but like I feel like when I was younger I looked even younger, so like I'd be with these like 15, 16 year olds and I'd be looking like I was like 10, 11. Like it always looked weird, but I was still being like, the same as them. So I feel like people would just be like, "What is happening here?" Or they thought I was just like the lame little sister, like walking around with him. Ah! I have, so crazy enough, I listened to the new Taylor album, The Life of a Showgirl. I put my thoughts on another video like recently, so go check that out. I'll also like tag it below. But I've had those songs in my head. And here's the thing. I like two of them I'm like, yes, yes ma'am. Actually, okay, I'll give it to her. I'll give this to her. There are 4 songs that I'm like, okay, yes. Two of them when I first listened to, I was like, I like these. These two are mine. Yes, ma'am. This is what I was needing in my life. Love that. Um, so I give a whole commentary on that, like my first initial reaction. But I swear to God, I've woke up with a different one of her songs in my head for the past few days. Like I took a nap earlier, woke up, and I was like singing one of them, and I was like, I don't even like this song. So like that's a power right there. I'm gonna give that to her. Like I love that bitch, but like this album, it lost me. It lost me in a lot of songs, and that's okay. Like I don't think everything is for everyone. So like I'm not somebody that's like, how dare she, how dare she. It's very weird that people are like react that way because I'm like, you owe me nothing. Actually, you don't know me. You owe me nothing. As one of my favorite artists, and I feel like fan culture is very odd because people are like, well, yes, she does because she like you dedicate your time and I'm like, okay, but like nobody has to. Nobody's forcing me to do this. So, album's not for me, but those songs have been in my freaking head, and I'm like even the ones that I was like, this is probably the worst song she's written. It's in my head, and I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of a genius thing because I've only listened to them like 3 times. So you tell me how that's happening. That's weird. That's wild. But kudos to you, man. Um, very odd. Hey guys. I already told my story, so I'm so sorry if you're here for the bounce house story. I was okay. Everything worked out fine. But I moved on to Taylor Swift because those songs have been in my head. So let me know, please let me know if you've had a weird experience. I would love to read it out loud if you comment below. Share your weird experience because that was probably, I want to say it's one of the weirdest, but like then I start thinking about weird shit that I did when I was younger and I'm like, maybe it wasn't. Like, There's a gas station close to my parents' house, and every time we go to it, I just think about the time we all, like, a bunch of high schoolers stood outside of our cars. I said our cars. I never had a car. Hey girl, I'm legally blind. We stood outside their cars, because my friends had cars, and we just like danced on, like, on top of the car, on the, like, where I imagine being the worker inside, just like, I'm not doing a damn thing about this. Cause me too. That's where I am at 29 years old. I feel like that's how I would be too. I'd be like, you children have fun out there. I'm not doing a damn thing about it. So, what are some weird things you guys did? Also, thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. I wish you could see who's still here so I could like shout y'all out. But I can only see and like know who's here whenever y'all are commenting. So comment away, homies. Comment away. I have to work in the morning, so I will probably be getting off here in the next like 10 minutes or so. And I'm going to be doing a TikTok live tomorrow morning because that's when I do the best on TikTok. People like to watch me do my makeup as a blind girl, so that's entertaining. I would love to do like a setup to where I could do like YouTube and TikTok lives and just get y'all both get y'all both in here. And I might be able to do that depending on how I could set things up. So we will see. We will see on that. Because I still have my old phone. It's just like the screen's busted. So I might end up trying to like set that up. And anytime I go live on TikTok, I could go live on here. I'm just making more. I feel like I had to burp. Whew. Okay. I'm making more money on TikTok because I've actually made some money and gotten a ton of free samples on TikTok. So that's where it's at right now. And so I'm still trying to build my following on here, but I'm just like figuring out what I want to do, like what kind of content I do want to post. I feel like story times are easy. Unfortunately, like that's what I'm doing right now, where it doesn't take a lot of editing and honestly effort because like I want to do this more, but again, like my job is my priority right now because I'm gonna get me a house next year. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a house next year, and I'm on the track to do that, and I don't want to fly off of it because I'm chasing a career on YouTube. And honestly, like I think it's crazy that I didn't utilize this when I had the chance because I was on disability for years, and I'm like, girl, you had so much time. You had so much time. And during COVID, I actually did. That's whenever I started this channel, and I, went hard. I was trying to post like weekly at least, and then I was editing a lot. But recently, I'm like, what is a good way that I could go about it being blind and not having to put as much energy into editing. I love editing. It's my favorite because I feel like I can do like a funny edit, but I may have to wait until I can actually like pay somebody to help me out with that because girl, my eyes are like constantly watering. They're so mad at me for like putting so much work into this on top of working as a massage therapist. So my body is just always like, girl, sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and hanging out. I feel really bad. I don't. I feel so bad. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, Alex? I was getting ready to hop off here, but what's up with you? Do you have any weird story times from your childhood? Because that is what I told today. And then I went on a few tangents, as I do, as I often do on here. I try to go live every Sunday right now. I may switch up that schedule though because I've I feel like I've gone live on a different day and people are actually like in the chat hanging out. That's what I like. I love talking to you guys in real time. Because it helps me like get to know you more. So like if we, I don't know if Mary, like this girl in here is like, do you remember me? I'm like, girl, no, I'm so sorry. The more we talk in here, the more I'm gonna remember you for sure. But it's so hard to keep up with everybody. And also like I don't even remember people that I know in real life. Unfortunately, it's really hard to remember names, especially like your voice. Hit me up with that, you know? Yeah, like all these names, I'm like, huh? So that's something I really need to get better about is like matching names and getting used to that. Thank you guys if you're watching. I appreciate you. I'm gonna hop off here because I gotta go to work in the morning. Blonde girls gotta go to work in the morning. So I appreciate you. Go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, help me out. Help me out, and I will see you guys next Sunday. You guys can. Oh god, my magnifier's slipping. Okay, I turned that off. Putting my magnifier up for the night. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. Bye.